Hi, everybody. My name is Harrison Sharp.
And I'm Mackenzie Mann, and this is the Tailwind Flash Briefing.
Next month, Instagram plans to go live with this kind of a badges concept, which is similar to other streaming platforms. Even Facebook has stars that you can purchase for live streams, and it's just kind of a way to show your support for a creator that you might enjoy. The idea is that you would pay a certain amount for a certain number of hearts next to your username, right? And the more hearts you have, the more likely it is that the creator will notice you during the stream. And so maybe you get a shout out, or maybe you can ask a question. For testing, they're not taking any of the revenue from this, but when it comes to the full launch, they are going to be taking a cut from these profits. Now let's talk about IGTV. So for those that don't know, IGTV is Instagram's solution to their kind of a 15-second video cutoff policy on their website, right? So basically you'll get a preview, it's 15 seconds of a video, and then you can tap on it to continue watching through IGTV, right? So it's a way that creators can post long form content on Instagram, to kind of get around that 15-second rule. Instagram wants to monetize this. Now, originally, IGTV was kind of a flop. Only 1% of Instagram users really used it. But over the last year or so, especially being in quarantine, they've actually seen a major viewership growth. For example, a video by Morphe received over 926,000 views after being posted on IGTV on February 2nd. The same video received around 764,000 views on the brand's YouTube account. There is definitely an audience here that really wants to watch this content, and it is definitely growing as well, making it a viable competitor kind of in the long form video market.
I have a quick question though.
Sure.
What are your thoughts on Instagram's efforts to compete with live streaming leaders such as Twitch or YouTube? Even TikTok has some things like this too.
I'm glad that they've expanded, right? But I don't think it's their proficiency. I don't think it's necessarily what makes them Instagram. Obviously, people want to use it, but I don't think they're ever going to be IGTV first.
I agree. Do you think Instagram can turn into the all-in-one platform?
Personally, I think something like YouTube is a lot better optimized. I think there's probably more audience on YouTube for now. In theory, they could be. It's Instagram, Facebook together. Well, what couldn't they do?
I think personally, like for me, I follow a lot of brands on Instagram versus YouTube, so I'm starting to see more of those videos and actually taking the time to watch them.
I'd watch Doug the Pug,
Oh, I know Doug the Pug.
the premier dog influencer. If he had maybe a 5 minute video on Instagram, I would be swayed.
I'm going to go into our next story here and talk about Lululemon and other brands who are taking a step further in their customer service during the face of COVID-19. Due to coronavirus, the in-store retail experiences are really cut short since everyone's in lockdown or just not going out and shopping currently. Lululemon recently launched Digital Educator Program, which is a free program for their clients and customers to use. They can sign up and meet with a digital person, and they can meet on Zoom or Google Hangouts, and they're able to talk to a trained associate and determine the best fit products. There's two types that you can sign up for. There's a 15-minute meeting where you can actually talk about specific products that you're interested in, or a 30-minute meeting where they can help you find what's best fit for you. Depending on that, you're able to really interact personally versus in store you might be in groups or not really talking to the associates as much. The benefit of this is that after those appointments, most of those customers are purchasing those products after their meeting. And so they're planning to expand the program to meet and grow for the demands of bookings. Other retail companies are actually following their lead as well, offering similar services because this is increasing the conversion rate. Lululemon claims that digital educator experiences will remain relevant post-pandemic, and companies plan to continue investing in these services even once in-store experiences return to normal. It's really cool because I've actually saw an ad for Anastasia Beverly Hill, and they were offering to show you how to use your brow makeup and stuff. And so I actually did one of these not too long ago, and so it's kind of funny to see what many other companies are doing the same thing.
No kidding. How did it work well? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, absolutely. The lady I met with, she was a makeup artist, and she was awesome. We were able to, I actually already own like their brushes and like some of their eyebrow makeup, and so I was asking how to properly use them, how to maintain them, and just like brow upkeep and stuff. And so she gave me a bunch of new like products to use, and I'm actually already bought them, so I can commit to saying that having these in video person like meetings with them have helped me buy new products for the company.
That's actually super cool, because I can think of a number of times where I'm trying to buy something. I have I would think, I wish I could talk to a store representative or something, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Do you think a lot of this is because we're kind of in quarantine on lockdown, or do you think this is going to persist after coronavirus kind of blows over, whenever that'll be?
I think initially we're because of like COVID-19 and everything that went down with that. I think afterwards it's such an easy and accessible way for people to shop that you can do this online and they can still go in store and pick it up the same day after having that meeting.
And then for our last piece, we just kind of wanted to go through a little bit and highlight, how have we been working remotely? And then tips we can give to you, maybe fun activities, ideas, just kind of that you could possibly put into your workplace.
Yeah, so I think some of the coolest things that we've done as a team where we're having virtual lunchrooms every single day of the week where we can just come in during lunch because we usually in the office would be going out to lunch together or hanging out in the kitchen and eating lunch together. So this is our way of continuing that trend for us and we're able just to hang out, chat, catch up, learn about new things together. We're doing Beer 30, which and our thing is we would go to one of the bars closest to our work and drink for after work, but now we're just doing it virtually just to catch up some more and just making sure we're having those conversations together.
Well, and important to note, those aren't required. It's low
Yeah.
pressure. I don't think you really want to force people into stuff like that, but we usually get a pretty good turnout. But then on top of that, we have collaborative playlists on Spotify. Every week we do a new theme. We do guided meditations. Each time a different person from the team will kind of lead it in a different way. Things are pretty stressful, so meditation's pretty nice right now. We've also been recently getting into games that we can all play together online. If you've ever heard of Jackbox, which is kind of a party pack of different games. Kahoot as well is a great way to set up quizzes about, it doesn't even have to be about work stuff. It can be about anything. Just kind of everybody together will do a fun quiz and it's a little bit of a competition and maybe there's a prize or something like that.
We do like virtual parties and stuff for people because we've had like a few birthdays or graduations or going away parties and stuff. We've had some of our teammates actually show us their talents they've been working on while they're home. So one of our teammates actually has been learning and does know the guitar. So we had a whole day of him playing guitar for us and just showing us some new music that he's developed, we'll say. I think the biggest thing though with all of this is that we're just staying connected. We're such a close knit team that it's hard for us to not be together all the time because every single day in the office we're always doing something. There's always some type of team bonding experience we have, and so it's nice to be able to do these type of things. So I would love to know about anyone else and what they're doing and stuff, and maybe we can implement that into our team and see if any of you guys take on the stuff that we're doing as well.
This has been another Tailwind Flash Briefing. My name is Harrison Sharp.
And my name is Mackenzie. Have a great one.